Namaste, creative yogis. How you all doing out there? I hope you've had a lovely week and are enjoying this amazing energetic shift that's happened as we've flowed into this new lunar month. And we're working with the Sagittarian fire energy, which is so interesting. The fire with Sagittarius is sparkly and energizing and life-affirming and playful, all that sort of stuff. So if you're not familiar with Sagittarius as a sun sign, it's depicted as a half man, half horse kind of mythology, and the man is holding a bow and arrow, and he's pulling back the bowstring and he's about to release the arrow. So the intention behind that is about really reaching your goal, actually kind of setting your sights on some kind of goal, some kind of dream, and actually, really having the discipline and the focus to get where you need to go. So I actually did archery years ago, which really taught me a lot about what's involved. So when you're pulling back the bowstring, it actually takes a lot of upper arm strength. I found it really quite challenging in the upper body. And you're obviously looking down the bow, down the arrow, and you're looking at the target, and you're aligning that up with the arrow. But at the same time, it is visualizing hitting the target with your mind, using your mind. So it is actually the mind and heart, mind and body being in alignment that helps you achieve your goal of hitting the bullseye. So it was a very interesting discipline to work with, to learn how to get the mind and body to work together, to how important that is. And that's something that we're cultivating this month. We really are starting to understand how significant that is. So tuning into our heart space, which is the center of our bliss, our joy, our happiness, really listening to that, and then taking inspired action from our heart space. So the inspired action is that playfulness, being adventurous, trying something new, just really kind of stepping outside of the box and just really allowing ourselves to really expand and try new ways of being, and letting go of the old energy in the process, which is quite fun. So we do incorporate the archer into our fire flows. So we do it in our warrior sequence, and the archer is just in warrior 1, warrior 2. We bring the backhand around, the palms touch, and then you just go right to the air, and that's it, and then you circle around again. So that's kind of our movement. It's kind of a mudra movement. So we make it more of a circular movement, and we're rolling through the heart space and through the belly space to activate the fire. And then we go down into Skandasana, into the low hip, and carry on. And I actually just keep the hands in prayer when I do that, to really encourage people to focus more on the hips and getting that kind of rolling movement through the belly space, activating the fire and getting the heat rising and that inspiration rising as you start to incorporate your imagination into the flows of releasing the arrow out into the world, whatever that may be. It's this idea of manifesting your dreams, and it has to come from here first, well, head and heart, actually. So very exciting, fun stuff to play with, very sparkly energy this month. Also quite poetic as well, by the way. So just enjoy that, just enjoy this month, dive into it, have fun, and just see where it takes you. That's the key thing about this month. Alright, so let's choose a card for you today. So what do the creative yogis need to know right now? What do the creative yogis need to know? So these are Moonology cards, which I'm really loving at the moment, as you can tell, because I keep using them. So what do the creative yogis need to know? It's just making me laugh, because there's a bow and arrow right there. It says luck is on your side. Can't argue with that. I love this colour as well, this magenta red, which really relates to the fire element. Luck is on your side. Wow, lucky you. Get yourself a lottery ticket. I love it. So there's a bow and arrow. Perfect. Sagittarius. New moon in Sagittarius, it says here. For those of you who've got the cards, you can look up the meaning in the deck if you want to. Alright, the other thing I wanted to mention before I go is really tuning into your abundance journals and reminding you to keep them going, because that will help lift your energy and help you stay in that high vibrational space. So those of you who haven't done it yet, what you need to do is get yourself a book, doesn't matter what size, as long as it's got blank pages that you can write on and draw on and paint on. And you're going to be, over the course of the year, filling this book up with beautiful, inspiring things. And this is going to be your Christmas present to yourself. So it's a beautiful gift to be building and creating throughout the year. It's just this beautiful thing. So one of the things to start doing is your gratitude list. So every week, writing 10 things down that you're grateful for. And just do that every single week, okay? And the other thing to think about is, sorry, I just got a little message there, I'll just get rid of that. The other thing to think about is writing your inspiring quotes down, which is what I do here, quite a lot of that. And I'm really into painting, so I always add a little picture beside it, some kind of abstract thing, in response to the quote. So this one says, the only way to make sense of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and enjoy the dance. Which is kind of what this month is about, really, isn't it? Just seize the day, just go for it, you know. And also your intentions, setting your intentions. So with your intentions, you know, writing down inspiring intentions, and it says here, I am powerful when I share my true voice. That's one intention that I worked with for a while. So I keep track of all my intentions, and of course you can write them down 10 times every single day to kind of really anchor in that intention. You know how to work with intentions. And with these images, you know, if you're not one for painting and drawing, you can get stuff from magazines and put them in, and then they become vision boards. This can be a vision board for yourself, but like, it's not a vision board, it's a vision book. And I did that many times. I created these kind of scrapbooks and added that in. But now I'm really into my painting, so they become just more images. So by the end of the year, as I say, you've created this book that's full to the brim of inspiring, life-affirming things which relate to you and your life. So really recommend creating an abundance journal for yourself. And it's just for you, you know. You can create some for other people as well, but have one just for yourself, okay? Alright, so that's it for me today. Have a lovely week. Namaste.